Slavik Schuster is one of Ukraine's best-known journalists. He actually went to 22 of the matches as well between Ukraine and Poland, so you're exhausted at this point. We thank you for joining us. It was interesting last night being in the stadium. So obviously the Spanish fans were very vocal, but the majority of the fans, tens of thousands, were Ukrainian in there. Why do you think they were so excited? What does this say for Ukrainians?
Well, it's a final. It's a final accord of that big feast that lasted 3 weeks and that no one wanted to end. And it was, Italy and Spain, that also was very symbolic because I think it's the best final that you could imagine. And Spain made history on this stadium.
You think they're the most successful team ever in football history, don't you?
I think, yes. I think people with experience remember Hungary of '54, or they remember Holland '74, two great teams that never won. And you have Spain that has won everything, and 3 times in a row, so I think it's repeatable.
And what an amazing thing for Ukraine to have that historic match on Ukrainian soil, a successfully held tournament. A lot of the fans told me that they feel a sense of pride. I got this sense, really, that they were talking about a new form of patriotism because of this tournament. So what do you think this has done for the psyche of Ukrainians?
I think that Ukrainians, they felt themselves a bit closer to Europe. It's a kind of a moment of common values. Understanding them, knowing them, getting to know them, and sharing them. And it's not on a political level, it's on a level of simple people who meet for the first time and who talk and communicate in any language they can. And that has never happened in Ukraine. And so Ukraine opened itself to Europe, and Europe opened itself to Ukraine.
And all these concerns about racism and big sort of fights on the streets of Ukraine during the tournament, they didn't transpire. And do you think that's linked to that feeling that you're talking about?
You see, you have incidents of racism in Ukraine. You have movements in Ukraine that are against it, but they're very local. They're not national, put it that way. And this time Ukraine has sort of acknowledged, understood that it's a very important issue for Europe. So if you want to be part of a European family, you make it a big issue in your country as well.
So this is a huge moment in Ukrainian history.
Absolutely.
Biggest since the Orange Revolution.
That's right. I think the Orange Revolution, its legacy, unfortunately, has not shown itself. I think the legacy of Euro 2012 is going to show itself.
There it is. Slavik Schuster,
Absolutely.
Thank you very much indeed for joining us.